Hello everyone, this is the H09 Apex Tank Guide and Mag Showcase run for getting the Accolade glove. I'll break it down to get this done in one shot with minimal stress. First up, build and fight mechanics. In the phase 1, the tank will put down nullifying zones when you touch it. You won't be able to use your abilities or transference. Same with the mucus spire mechanic in phase 2. So it's crucial that you have rolling guard, and because the tank also does magnetic procs, arcane nullifier. For your second arcane, I highly suggest Arcane Aegis because when this procs, you're practically unkillable until the buff ends. Then when you get hit by the tank, he will do blast proc. He will blow up 1.5 seconds after. This is probably the number one reason you die, because if you have less than 440 max shield, your shield gating invulnerability will end before that 1.5 seconds. So unless you put up a shield again or trigger rolling guard, what happens is you will get shot, get blast procced, and after your shield gating end, you will die from the blast. To avoid this, there's two ways you can go about it. One is your usual brief respite, auger mod, and catalyze shield, basically spamming abilities to keep up your shield gate. But my preferred method is by increasing your shield value above 440, ensuring your gate lasts longer than the blast proc. For example, Max starts out with a 555 shield, and it also has polarized, which with 139 strength, you can easily max out that shield every cast. Plus, with deflection and vigilante vigor, it will reduce your shield recharge delay, so after rolling guard, your shield is always back up. These two also pair very well with Arcane Aegis, so even as Sight, who has horrible base shield, I will add redirection to get the shield value higher to do the same. Do note, for the shield build, you cannot use Brief Respite or Auger mod, because the way shield gating works, the gates are replaced by the newest one. So if you have a 2-second shield gate running and you use an ability, Auger mod gets you 10 shield. When you're hit, this will trigger a 0.33 second shield gate, which will replace your 2-second shield gate that is currently running. Word the Camaraderie is probably the best aura for this fight, but that is up to you. I'm also using Flow because I have Norse Helmet, but you can use Fleeting Expertise for higher efficiency if you want to spam abilities for melee exposure stacking. Helmet is not required, I just have it. You can easily virus stack you need with weapons. While you're down, do not use Last Grasp. It is honestly the harder choice because Eximus got way too much overguard and a shield, overguard and armor to be dealt with in operator form, even if you're using Madurai. So the easier method is using Sentinel. With its sacrifice, this is your get out of jail free card. Because they're Eximus unit basically everywhere, even if the Sentinels are down, you can kill an Eximus rocking your Momentous Bond, which will trigger Regen mod, making Sentinel invulnerable, guaranteeing your res. Tenacious Bond and Reinforced Bond is a great addition, making Warm a great choice for this fight. Focus School is Vazarin for Protective Sling. Karazhan is nice to have untraceable for the pre-tank portion of hacking and waiting for the rocket launch carriers to come down. Weapons. There are two routes to this, but either way, the key to remember is that you have to have an armor strip and another weapon that can pop a weak spot easily in phase 2. Because if you do not armor strip, the phase 1 will take more than 1 to 2 rockets. This will make your life so much harder. So the current well-known method is using the latron incarnon with flensing spikes. You can use whatever the secondary you want, and then you slam away with the magistar incarnon. Corrupt charge for magistar is mandatory because it gives you easy access to incarnon form along with galvanized reflex. If you do not have magistar incarnon, you can use Sempod with tenant exec. Heavy attack slam with these two weapons will put out cascading shockwaves, which will serve just as well. And then the method 2. Method 2, your primary, you can pick whatever you want, but I highly suggest modding for magnetic and or gas to quickly take out the Eximus Tech Rod in phase 2. Then your secondary becomes fixed to Lex Incarnon, because regular form is great for the phase 1 weak spot, and then the Incarnate form has infinite body punch through, which will hit multiple weak spots in phase 2. Although I have a semi-pistol cannonade, if it wasn't for the polarity, I would not be using it, because it stops my Lex from benefiting from the reinforced bond. I suggest Merciless Gunfight, or even any other elemental mod. Then for your melee, you'll be using melee with Shattering Impact for armor stripping. And because Shattering Impact works per hit, the vastillok has the most shot count, but star power will work just fine. This is also a good place to mod for viral and an attack speed mod to just make your life easier, and have access to viral to one-shot with a rocket in phase 1. Spectres. You have to drop the Tenno Spectre before you enter the second Pharisite gate, because once you start the tank fight portion, you cannot re-summon the Tenno Spectre.
After the untimely disappearance of our beloved Major Rasalka, it falls to yours truly to set Halvania straight. Nostalgia, deploy the HO9.
Disappearance. They don't know where she is either. Time to press our luck. Your target is Victor's beloved H09.
Quickly, the Hex have been spotted. Engage the barricades. Seal the sector.
So, damn it, Pharisite barricades. Nothing you've got can get past those except... Okay, first step. Get your hands on a Skuldra Commander's transponder. Congratulations on your promotion, Commander. Now, get to a comms terminal and use that thing to call in Stormfall paratroopers. Yeah, you heard me right. Bold move. Security level just ratcheted up. If you got a death wish, this is one way to get your wish granted. Stormfall squad deploying. Watch the skies. Intercept and capture a Thermian RPG.
Stormfall, deploy. Give Our Lady Lua something to weep over tonight. Arthur Nightingale. If it weren't for the disease that disfigures your body and soul, you'd be just one more dead idealist in a pile of dead idealists, whilst I am Halvania's very raison d'etre. Nostalgia looks to me, not just for leadership, but inspiration. While you are a few slender chromosomes away from corpsehood.
Oh, Victor. You really are the most insufferable prick. More ferrocite. You know what to do. Call in another squad of Stormfall and get your greedy mitts on their RPGs. Security at full alert. Brilliant. You know, you could have just kept things simple. In and out, job done. Why do you always have to make things so complicated?
Stormfall, have faith that your sacrifice today in the name of soul and nostalgia will not be in vain. A place has surely been prepared for you in the Hall of Heroes. Albania bear witness to the weakness of the Hex. Stormfall, descend upon them. Show no quarter. Show no mercy.
Don't look now, but you've got a Stormfall squad coming your way. Want to find out what their Thermian rockets will do to that thing's armor?
Nightingale. You think the citizens of my fair city will rise up and follow your beautiful song? Have you looked in the mirror? You are as hideous.
I've got a bad feeling. Finish it off fast.
No!
Looks like Victor forgot to update his antivirus software. Now you've got to clean up his mess. Something tells me that thing won't like it if you pop its zits. It's healing! Tech rod regeneration. You'll need to find a way to make the damage stick. Now it's dead. Victor has no idea what he's up against. Head home, rest up. We've got more to do tomorrow.